Why are U.S. farmers planting record levels of chickpeas? It's all because of massive demand for hummus. That's this stuff on the table here. David Kesmodel joins us now from Chicago to discuss. David, thanks for being there.
Thanks, Simon. It's good to see you. I've got my hummus right here.
Oh, yummy. So you're going to take a bite too. I will in a moment. When you finish munching, hummus is, of course, made from chickpeas, and we have some on the set with us now, also called garbanzo beans. What's going on here? Why massive levels of chickpeas to make hummus?
Well, Americans are reaching out more and more for healthier snacks, and these are relatively high in protein, relatively low in fat. And hummus, a lot of people just think, wow, this really tastes good. Only roughly 1 in 5 American households is consuming hummus right now, but it's quickly spreading in popularity. You're seeing more marketing of hummus and kind of increasing awareness, too, about Mediterranean foods, Middle Eastern foods in the U.S. is helping drive this.
Now, I understand you were looking through a USDA, that's the U.S. Department of Agriculture report, and you say, wow, that is a big jump in the planting of chickpeas. Is it usual to see such jumps around in the various crops?
Yeah, you'll see them, with various crops, you'll see that sometimes. For instance, in the Corn Belt, some states have been growing a lot more corn in recent years, and so that'll show up in data. And we just happen to be looking through various crops and notice, wow, chickpeas, what's going on here? There's quite rapid growth in the number of planted acres as well as the production. And a lot of this is happening in the Pacific Northwest. Really, Washington and Idaho are the main states where chickpeas are grown in the United States.
So this is what they are. These are the chickpeas I have in my hand. They're also being grown a bit in the east as well, being substituted for tobacco in some cases, right?
Right. This is just really just getting started. Basically, what's happened is Sabra Dipping Company, which is the leading hummus seller in the United States, they have a big hummus plant near Richmond, Virginia. And so they get their chickpeas right now from the Pacific Northwest, but they want to look at diversifying their supply chain and having another source. And if they could help develop a chickpea crop in the state of Virginia, then they could source supplies locally. And really, it's in a trial phase this year, this spring. A handful of farmers in Virginia have been planting chickpeas to see if it potentially, could be a commercial crop in that state.
Now, one of the things we know is that as foods get more popular, people, have got to worry about the supply of the chickpeas because it's a commodity. You can't just conjure up more when you need them. You actually have to grow them. Could that mean that the price of hummus is just going to go through the roof?
Probably not going through the roof because, consumers obviously can react if they see prices going too high. But you could see them edge higher. The price of chickpeas has gone up about 10 cents per pound just in the past 5 or 6 years. So the hummus companies are paying more for chickpeas, but a lot of their costs are in, production and packaging, marketing, and they're going to obviously capture a margin when they're selling it at retail or to the food service restaurant industry. Right now it seems hummus is fairly, reasonably priced. Some people are subbing out salsa for hummus, and you're just seeing it more at parties, Super Bowl events. So far, it doesn't seem to be an issue, but yeah, it potentially could be if we saw shortages arise.
Okay, well, with that in mind, then let's take a quick bite in case we can't afford it anymore. Thank you very much, David.
Thank you, Simon.
Cheers. Great stuff.